In this video, I'm going to show you how Airbnb did me wrong and how Airbnb did me right. And then they did me wrong again, and then they did me right again. Okay, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is where you're located. I'm back in Medellin. Good deal. Happy, all is going well, life is good. I checked into my first Airbnb late last night. Well, actually, I got picked up at the airport at, I don't know what time my flight got there, 11:30, 11:45, I don't know. I guess I ended up back here at 12:30, 12:45, something like that. Great guy, picked me up. He actually lived in Miami for a little while, so it was good to talk to somebody, and I got to speak English, so I worked my way back into the Spanish. So we spoke a little bit on the way back. It's about a 30, 45-minute drive back to the city. Really great guy. So I checked in, and, upon first visual, I mean, it was okay. The pictures on YouTube were good. So I'm about 75, 80% happy. But as I lay in bed in the bedroom, I noticed that there is a fume of smoke coming into the room. Here in Medellin, the windows are normally always open, and there's normally an area where the ceiling doesn't exist. In other words, there's a part of the apartment or condo or house or building, restaurant, establishment, whatever it is, where it's open, meaning there's no ceiling above it. So someone was smoking at 1:30 in the morning, and I could smell that. Now, I can take any kind of smoke. I can take peace pipe smoke. I can take weed smoke. I can take a pipe. I can take a Cuban cigar. I can take a forest fire smoke. But cigarette smoke, the chemicals in it just kill me. So I start hacking, and it's really bad. So anyway, that happened first. So then later in the day, I went down to Sweet Georgia Cafe, had breakfast over there, came back and worked in the afternoon from the apartment. But as I sat in the living room, because I didn't want to be in the back room where the smoke was coming under the door. So whoever it is not only smoking out back, or maybe there's more than one person smoking out back, and they're smoking up front, because the smoke was coming under the door. Not just that, the door was loose, and some dog, I don't know if it was a rat or what, but was jarring, banging on the door. So, almost knocking on the door annoyingly. So that was one thing. So as I came back, though, I stopped and got some ham and some bread, and I began to make myself a sandwich. When I opened up a drawer, I noticed that there was a roach scurrying around. And he's about, I don't know, about half an inch or whatever. I don't know what that is, but big enough to go, man, really? And, and I tell people, if you travel, do not open up your luggage in the beginning. Wait a day or so. Don't open your luggage, because you don't want to take anything back that you didn't bring with you. So after that, and I won't tell you where I am now, but you'll see it in the video. So anyway, then maybe 20 minutes later, another roach scurries across the floor. Now I smashed the first one, threw them in the trash. The second one I smashed on a napkin, on a paper towel, and I left it there so when they came back, they could see it. So I go back to work, and I'm sitting at the table, and I'm on my laptop, and I smell the smoke, and I'm like, you know what? I told him the night before what the issue was, and he was going to come seal it up with some cellophane, and I was fine with that. But then with the smoke coming out front and the roaches scurrying around, I said, that's it. Once I get to that point where that's it, I'm leaving, guess what, I'm leaving. So, and just before right at that point, he texted me saying that he's out front. Can he come up and take care of the window? So I reply, you're welcome to come up, but we need to talk about some things. So anyway, long story short, you'll see what happened. I ended up having to call Airbnb. That number that I gave you on my last post for Airbnb, either one or two, I put that headquarter number. You need to have that number if you're using Airbnb. Let me tell you something. They took care of me like gold. Now, the hosts themselves, not so much. But this host actually was a cool guy. So I really didn't want to do it. I really didn't want to have to leave, because he was a really nice guy. And I think he could be a good host if he had a good location to take care of. Anyway, great guy. And his wife and his sister came by too. Really nice people. But anyway, so check out the rest of it, because I actually video what happened next. So check out what happened.
We have a YouTube channel. Like it.
Okay, I have not been here 24 hours. I'm in my Airbnb in Medellin. This is my second visit, and I'm not happy. Um, I get like this sometimes where I decide on something and it's a wrap, it's done. So I've just decided that I'm not staying here. My first issue was last night, and I'm going back to the bedroom. Um, Last night when I got here, midnight, 1 o'clock, whatever time, I went to sleep at 2 o'clock. In this open area right here, you'll see there's slots. Well, it does not close. It's like half a window. The problem is not so much that, because you want air to come through and the weather's not that bad, but I can smell somebody smoking out there. It's like an enclave. Like a lot of the homes here or a lot of businesses here have like an open area that has, like look up right here. You'll see it has, I mean, it's not open. There's like some roof with trash or something on, I don't know. But anyway, I can smell smoke and it makes me deathly ill, where I'm coughing and hacking and feel like I'm going to throw up. So I haven't been back there today. I went and worked from Sweet Georgia Cafe this morning, but today I'm working from the living room. But then someone comes from out of the front, and I'm right next to the front door, and smokes out front along with their dog. I don't know what it is. It's got to be big, because you can see through the little area right here, and I can see him banging on the door. Because listen, so that's just me touching it, so I can hear him banging while I'm sitting here, and I'm going. And plus, I always request that the places that I stay are pet free. No pets have been inside, because I'm allergic to it also. But the cigarette smoke, man, I can take any kind of smoke, cigar, weed, pipe, I don't care, bonfire, I don't care. Just cigarette smoke with all those chemicals I can't take. So when you start adding these things up, it's like, and I like the host. He picked me up last night. But I mean, he's a really super cool guy. I guess he's got like 8 different apartments, but they're his mom's, and he manages it. He's a really super cool guy. He and his wife was here last night, and I think his sister is visiting also, and they're helping out. But another thing that sealed the deal for me was I came back. I went to the store and grabbed some, what do you call it? Some potato chips and some sodas and things like that. And when I came back, I noticed that I opened this drawer up looking for dishes or something. And I'm going to turn around and do a walkthrough on the front view camera, but I noticed a roach under here, which I grabbed for the first thing, which was the rag. So that's dead roach. Obviously, I won't be washing any dishes. And then I caught another one later. I don't know if you can see him, but because my goal was to catch 2 or 3 of them and then show it to him. But once I see that crawling around, and if you know, or because I travel, I know enough, don't unpack my things until the place has been proven to be clean. Once you see a roach on the things that you're going to cook on or running around in a drawer, that's a wrap. I'm not cooking here. And then I decided, I'm not staying here. When the smoke came in the front door and the back door, he responded at 2 o'clock in the morning. I guess he was still up, because he had just, he was going to seal that window up, and I was cool with that. But now that the front door is going to have smoke coming out of it too, and if you see there's a crack, I mean, something, could crawl under that too. But the point is, I'm not happy. I'm not staying. So that number that I posted on the other video is getting ready to get used again, so I'm getting ready to call. Plus, it says quiet street, and let me tell you something. The last thing this is a quiet neighborhood. I mean, maybe the people aren't quiet, but the cars, I think it's a bus lot next door. I don't know if you can see it. The buses come up the street. And if I just leave that door open for a second, you'll see as cars go by, it's noisy. So I'm not happy. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens, because I've already decided I'm not staying here, so I'm going somewhere, which sucks, because who wants to move? This is why I don't like to jump from to place, day by day by day. I want to stay at a place for a good period of time, and I'm going to be here for 3 weeks, so I need to be comfortable. So we'll see what happens. By the way, the first thing once I decide I'm not staying here is get all my stuff together so that if anything happens, I can scoot out of here quick. Because I've already taken my shoes. I keep my shoes in these little bags, little shoe bags. But if something crawls in them, I want to know. Don't open your luggage till you know there's nothing crawling around. Never open my luggage until I know there's nothing crawling around. Because the last thing you want to do is take something back with you that you didn't bring. Again, so the host just came by. He was going to close up the window for me. Like I said, great guy. But I said before, I'm sorry when I decided, when I came to the conclusion that I'm not going to be able to stay, then there's no way I'm staying here. When I saw a couple of cockroaches, that means I can't take my things out of my luggage. So it is what it is. So now I have to call Airbnb. So the number again that I posted before is getting ready to get used now. See, and the good thing is that he's agreed. So either, whether I have to pay a day or two or whatever, at least there's no animosity and there's no issue with me getting out. Some people could start some trouble and say, you paid, you stay in or whatever. So it's really, understood exactly. Somebody's standing outside that door smoking, and it's killing me. So anyway, I'm going to call the Airbnb hotline. So hopefully I can record it, and you'll see how they operate. And actually, before I call them, I'm going to find another place because I have to find somewhere to go, whether it's a hotel or whatever. And I don't want to spend hotel prices, so I want to stay at a place and be done. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's what happened next. So I ended up calling Airbnb 1, 2, 3 phone calls 3 times and accomplished something each time. So the first time I was able to get out of the current Airbnb, and the good thing was that the host was agreeable also. So they had to do not a verbal, not a written, but an email or text to myself, and one to the host. We both had to agree to terminate this stay. So I didn't have to pay for that first day or second day. So in the meantime, I'm scrambling during the call to try to find me another Airbnb. I found one that said it was in Poblado, which everybody wants to be in Poblado, but it looked really, really nice. So I wanted to get that one really, really soon. So if you recall from my earlier video, I wanted to move into a place that had a budget. I wanted to set a budget of $500 and no more than $500. So I reached out to my old place to see if they could do it, and nothing was less than 6 something. So I was like, okay, is it not meant to be? But I want my old place. So anyway, I find a place that said it's near Poblado. It's not far from my old place. So I have this place. She goes, it's $650 or $640 something, but Airbnb made the difference between $500 and $650 for this place. That's right. They gave me a coupon. There's a code that they'll give you, and you can type that coupon in. So I was able to get a better place, so I thought, at a lower cost. I'm sorry, at the same $500 that I initially paid for this place that I had to leave. So upon them giving me that notice, okay, and this is almost comical. It started getting comical after this. So I have the second place. It's booked. I need to scurry and get out of there quick. The owner needs to come back and they need to start cleaning. I need to call an Airbnb and get to the new place in time. So I have the new place. So I get in, and then I notice, once I booked the place, I noticed it said pet friendly and smoke friendly. You know what that means? I'm like, it's a new listing too, so, we'll give it a shot. Maybe nobody stayed there and smoked in it. So we had a pet in it because it was a new listing, first or second time. So anyway, I'm scrambling. I'm carrying all of my luggage, my heavy backpack, my smaller backpack, and then I stand out on the sidewalk and I'm waiting for my Uber. So I take my Uber. He gets like around the corner where he realizes the map, and I pull mine up too. Always pull yours up and show your map is the same as his. So I pull it up in the Airbnb map. I pull it up in Google, and both of them are like lost, and it's not in Poblado. It's in Itagüí, which looks like it's on the other side of the highway. And I walked on the other side of the highway when I was here before, so there's some sketchy parts. I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable about it, and all the smoke and the pet. And so, but that was a moot point anyway, because he gets around the corner, he can't drive, and he's got no aircon in the car, rolls the window up so we can, I'm trying to contact the host and saying, hey, I'm on my way, can you let me in? What's the deal? It was one of those instant books. So an instant book is, you don't have to go through the process of them approving you. You can just book it and you're in. So this was a same day booking, which is kind of soon, normally nobody's booking and I'll be there in an hour, but that's what I did. I'm booking and I'll be there in an hour. Well, like 10 minutes later, he wouldn't respond to my calls, but I get a text, and the text from the new host, the second host, says, I'm at university. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm in the car. What's I got to do with anything? And then he wouldn't respond for a few minutes. Now the driver's over here getting stressed because, hey, I can't stand here. I can't just be sitting here waiting. So I try to call the guy again, no response, and he calls me back, and then he texts back and says, I don't speak English. But it was bogus, because then he starts typing in English later, and he didn't have enough time to go into Google Translate, because I'm using Google Translate, and that takes a couple of seconds to type it all out, copy it, go back to the other app and type it in. Long story short is, he said, can I give the place to you tomorrow? That to me meant that he's staying at the place tonight, because he could have said, okay, I'm at university now, it's 8 o'clock, I can let you in at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock or whatever, some type of that o'clock that night, but I didn't get that type of response. And then he said, the last message he sent me is, can I give it to you tomorrow at 2? So I know he's staying there now, which he doesn't have enough time to scramble and get out. And if he is, he said smoking is allowable, so which means, to me, he's smoking, he's got his dog, I don't know. I didn't feel comfortable. So now I got to scramble to find a hotel. He's getting frustrated. I started getting a little antsy, and I'm like, you know what? This is getting funny at this point. Really? I need to find a hotel. He's like, you know a hotel in Poblado? He didn't speak any English. So we're stressing over the language anyway. And so I say, you know what? Just take me to the closest hotel. And then the hotel didn't speak English. So now I'm talking to that guy. I'm using Google app where you can talk into it and then tell the driver. And then he's trying to get a good price. I'm holding my phone to his ear so he can say, yes, he's amiga mio. He's my friend. Can you give him a good rate? Anyway, I ended up getting a hotel room for 110 for the night. And by the way, that's 110 pesos. So that's like $33. And the hotel was nice. So you'll see me get to the hotel later that day. But once I get to the hotel, what do I have to do? Call that same Airbnb number again. I'm telling you, and things were going good. Then they were going bad. Then they were going good. So I got a new place. Then they went bad again, because now I'm out here. I'm homeless and need a place to stay for the night. And I don't have the place that I expected to go to the second place. So then Airbnb again saved my life. Let me tell you something. I have an audio of the recording of each time, but I'm dating an attorney, and she says it's probably not best unless you alerted them I'm going to record this conversation. So I'm not even going to take any chances, but I will tell you, they were nothing but 100% helpful. 2 thumbs up for Airbnb. They looked out for me. Let me tell you something. They looked out for me like Enterprise Rental Car. They do a good job. Let me tell you something with customer service. They paid an extra $150 for me. Now the next place ended up being $167. But guess where the next place was? My old apartment, 3 floors down. And that's where I am now. Life is good. Let me tell you something. So I got the place that I couldn't get for $600 and something. I ended up paying the $500 for it and still getting the place. And let me tell you something. If you don't get stressed out and you roll with the punches, because it is, why get stressed out over what is? You can't change it. So it's a waste of energy. So I focused my energy on being happy. The hotel was nice. Man, the sheets were real nice. Breakfast was okay. Was able to get my coffee in the morning. I was like 6 blocks from Sweet Georgia Cafe. Went down, got me a coffee right quick, and came back up. And then smooth check-in to the next place. When I got back here, the guards knew who I was when I came in, because I've been here a month or so ago. I mean, it just all worked out. So anyway, it all worked out for me. So I ended up getting into the hotel. So I'm just going to show you this last clip of me checking into the hotel. Oh, here's the deal. I'm checking into the hotel. Like, I'm standing there. I'm trying to get an Uber. I'm trying to find another hotel while he's checking somebody else in. So while I'm waiting and while I'm waiting on them, I'm trying to find another hotel. I'm thinking, do I call an Uber or what? And I see him take 10, 15 minutes. Anyway, I saw the guy carry his bags up the stairs, and I didn't even think of anything about it. I go through my check-in process. Need a passport. It's $130, but you get a $110 if you have your passport. Sign here, sign there, sign it. I mean, I signed everything. And then after all that, he's like, okay, you're on floor 702. So I go, okay, so at least I can see the mountains. In one direction or another, I have a view of some sort anyway, in the Laureles area anyway, which Laureles is a good part of town. Well, then after all that forms and all that, he goes, okay, You're on the 7th floor. Oh, and by the way, the elevator doesn't work. And I turn around, saw the sign. I'm like, dude, why didn't you tell me that before? Why didn't you tell me that I'm going to have to carry it back? I said, no, that's not going to work, man. I was just laughing. I said, it's not going to work. And then the other guy goes, oh, well, I hope you carry it up. How about the 4th floor? So I said, I'm still not carrying up 4th floor. So you see the video of me and him grabbing my 2 heaviest bags and he giving me the light one back. And I'm like, hey. So anyway, and then I'll show you the room right quick. But it all worked out. I'm telling you something. Life is good. It's what you make it. Make it what you want. I'll tell you how crazy this gets. Oh, todo? Señor, I can hold. Okay. Más pequeño. Faster. Okay, so this only gets funnier. So I get the other Airbnb. Looks like a nicer place. The guy, as I'm trying to find it, we can't find it. The Uber driver can't find it. So he pulls over in this hot Uber, and frustrated we can't find it. So I'm like, just give me a hotel for the night. So I found this hotel nearby, and it's actually near Sweet Georgia Cafe, so I can walk. But I get out of it to the other place. The other guy never responds. Then he responds and says that he's in the university. So can I check in tomorrow? So I'm literally homeless. So I have to get this hotel for $110. Then I get here. 20 minutes later, go through the check-in process to find out the elevator doesn't work. So that's why we just had to walk up. I think it was actually 3, so gotta laugh. Okay, I'm in my hotel after my first 2 Airbnbs. First one had issues, the second one, no responses. And then I found out that he also allowed smokers and pets, which are 2 things I can't deal with. Third Airbnb, support for Airbnb has been nothing but top notch, 10. So when you don't want to stay at an Airbnb, let me tell you, they are good on the customer service. Every time I've had to call them, they have been very receptive and have treated me very well. I'm very happy. I'm actually staying in the building that I stayed in last time, only on a lower floor. After looking at, I don't know how many different Airbnbs, I'm sick of looking at Airbnbs. I'm sick of the site right now, but I mean, I'm sure I'll use them again. They can see my record of how many times I've stayed in Airbnb, whether it's at a beach house or Vietnam or who knows, they can see the record. So they take care of me. I don't know if it's because of that or they're just in general, the service is great. So anyway, I do have I wish I had a videotape more because let me tell you something, that cab ride, he rolled the windows up and didn't have the aircon on. And we were stressing. And I'm thinking, I'm homeless in another country. I'm skipping one. The other guy won't respond, wants me to wait till tomorrow. So I had to book a hotel. Then for the hotel to tell me they're on the 7th floor, I'll step through it all. Anyway, stress. But you know what? When these type of things happen, I normally just chill out and say, you know what? It's part of the experience. So let's just sit back, enjoy it, and whatever happens, whenever I just sit back and enjoy it, something always good happens for me. So I'm back in the same building where I wanted to be before at a better price, and life is good. I'm home. I'm back in Medellin, Colombia, in my 3rd Airbnb booked. Does this place look familiar? Well, the layout, does the layout look familiar? It's because it's the same building in the same corner, only I'm 3 floors down. Same closet, same bathroom that you can't shut the door in. A little bit larger TV, which is good. Oh yeah, I have a mirror here where the other one didn't. And like chairs, I only had 1 chair and no table before, so this is nice. But my view is a little bit lower, so I can't see the mountains that easily. But I can see them on the other side a little bit. It's the only downside, but no cucarachas, no roaches, no fumar. Life is good. Bathroom. Same setup, except I don't think the other one, the other one didn't have a window up here on this side. only where it opened, which is weird, 'cause that means people can see down in here. No complaining. Estoy feliz. Same shower head. Wow. Same hook. So, mi apartamento en Colombia. Viaje número 2. This desk is a plus. And fast internet is a plus. I like the new little blinds. Oh, they have more space to hang stuff up here. The other one just had a few racks that I don't have to buy, which last time I had to buy. This thing's a little small. I don't know. Just lower to the neighborhood. But the other one I had to go out and buy hangers, and there's ample enough hangers here. So estoy feliz. I am happy. Time to open the windows. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. So I couldn't get this place because it was out of my budget. I didn't want to spend more than $500. So since having to leave the other place, Airbnb made up the extra $150 difference. Crazy. So I ended up getting it where because they wouldn't adjust the prices. Airbnb, let me tell you, Airbnb support is the bomb. And I will have a video on the issues I had. Never got upset, just roll with the punches. Anyway, life is good. Thanks for watching.